Good evening, everybody. Follow up to the first fire video. I wanted to check our safety system that we rewired the alternator going back wired correctly to the switch to make sure it shuts everything off. So we'll get the car running and fire it up, and we will come back here and simply flick the switch and make sure it shuts off. I also wanted to show, looks like this water pump is pumping a decent amount of water. So I'm going to put some of this VP cool down in there, not necessarily for the cooling performance, but for the lubrication qualities and protection against corrosion. And I'm pretty sure this is safe to run at the track versus antifreeze or regular coolant. And then I'm going to take a look on check on the IAC. So we'll play with this, see if we can get this warmed up, get the IAC setting correct with the between throttle stop, the duty cycle here. See if that helps with it wanting to stall after it after we rev it. So let me get this fired up, and I'll show you the test on the the cutoff switch. Show you how that's working. So give me 1 second here and let me get everything set up. Okay, so first I'm going to turn the car on, and you'll be able to see the water flow here. We'll add the VP cool down in there, and maybe with the blue color you'll be able to see it even better. But I'm going to turn the car on the ignition, and the water pump is fired. The water pump runs with key on, so we'll see how this is flowing. And yesterday it was flowing pretty good, so I figured I should do a follow-up on that. And so far I think it flows just as much as the Pro Form. Okay, so this is the water pump, and you can hear it flowing pretty well. I've taken some water out to add this in. So you guys can see this. That's flowing pretty well right there. Okay, so I don't think there's an issue with the flow, but definitely want to get this little bit of additive in here for. But yeah, there's the flow on the. So I think that does flow about the same as the Pro Form. So we're good there. Okay, and then we'll move on to the next step. 1 second. All right, guys. Now I'm going to demonstrate this neutral safety, or the in-gear safety. Well, we'll do a cold start, and we'll check a few other things. So, in neutral, key in, and we crank. So let's put it down into gear, and nothing. So that works well. Anyway, let's get the cold start going. because we are running full exhaust. Catalytic converters and mufflers. Just letting it idle, running a little data log for the tuner. Let's see, wideband is at right at 15, 14.7 idle. That's good. Desired 800 RPM. This IAC is working correctly. I'd have to double check the wiring on that. Looks like it keeps dropping. Stop out of it, put that in its range. I think that should be pretty close. Let's check the cutoff switch. We'll see if it shuts down. All right, success. That worked. And I got a data log for the tuner. So I think we're doing pretty good here. All right, guys, that's the little update. So tested the neutral safety switch good. The cutoff switch works good. I think we're getting the idle and IAC closer, but we'll send the log off to the tuner, see what he says, and we'll go from there. All right, everybody, thanks. Hopefully we'll be ready for the next test and tune. It's not till June 10th. There's a lot of events coming up at the racetrack. They do have the Wednesday night streetcar drags, and that is why I did put the full exhaust on here. For the streetcar nights, you do have to have DOT tires, so the QuickTime Pros are a DOT slick, and you do have to run mufflers. So that's kind of why I went with this setup, so we could go test on a Wednesday night at the streetcar nights if I can get off work at a decent time. But otherwise, you know, I do have the straight exhaust with the turn downs. We can throw those on, the little header extensions, and of course it'll be super loud with those. But that's the little update for tonight. One little step. Again, put the water pump seems to be doing good, and our safety feature works good. So that's all good there, and the neutral cutoff switch works good. We just got to do, and again, hopefully we can do the C-clip eliminators, and I'll continue to look for a SFI bell housing, and we'll be all set. All right, guys, thank you. Have a good night.